Hi everyone, it's Siobhan at Bow Books. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. For those who don't know, my channel, sorry, is a book channel. So I mainly talk about books, maybe reviews, maybe talking about themes or stuff like that. So yeah, today is going to be another review. Before I get into it though, I want to cover a couple of bits. First of all, I'm really sorry that this is like a day late. I'm actually recording this on the Saturday. It's just life getting in the way. Lots of stuff going on at my actual work. I've said before that I was waiting to find out what was going on with my job, and I've actually just taken a demotion. It was kind of like, it was or be fired basically, but I made the decision to do it. So it's kind of a bittersweet situation, but I'm glad I'm still with the company. I'm glad I'm still with my team. Get fewer hours, but also like I've stepped down from being salaried into hourly, so I can do extra hours. So hence my get up today, because I'm actually going to go to work in a few hours. And yeah, speaking of work stuff, my hair bow is actually from work. I'll put a link below. Like I helped out in another store a few months ago and they had this on display, but because of the way like our employee discounts work, you have to go online to order stuff, and it wasn't on the website when I looked. And then my mum the other day, she was asking for some boots, so I ordered her some, and then I had a look while we were there, and I got the hair bow actually as well. Our company also sponsors a charity called Young Minds, and it's like mental health for youth, and they have some face masks, and I actually ordered some of those as well. And bear me a second, I'll show you. Like, it's really weird. I was doing my nails because I was trying to find like the positives in life, but I also was like seaming my nails, so like there's always a bit of grey in your life, isn't there? So, and also Hufflepuff colours, so like that was my thinking. But then I ordered the face mask, and my nails actually match the Young Minds slogan. And as you can see by the hairband, I do rock a polka dot every now and again. So there's a yellow polka dot face mask, and then one that just promotes Young Minds. So that's the one I wear at work. And I've probably just put loads of makeup on there. Try not to wear too much in the video today because, like I said, I've got work. So yeah, I think that's... Oh no, there is one more housekeeping thing I want to cover. Tomorrow is the start of NaNoWriMo. I always try and do it, but like the last few years, because of the amount of hours I do at work and stuff, it's not really been successful. I've probably done like 10,000-15,000 words throughout the month, but because I'm stepping back a little bit, and also because there might be another lockdown in England, I am doing it this year. I talked about my ideas in another video, and it's Maisie and Dylan that's really grabbed me lately, so I'll be doing that one. I'm also considering doing a blog style thing to cover like my progress with it, and you know, show what it's like to be an unpublished author, well, writer. I'm a writer, not an author. Like, I always make that distinction. So yeah, sorry, this is not sitting well on my head. So yeah, that's going to be a fun little thing I'm going to start doing. It probably won't be every day. I'll see how I go, but yeah, try and make it interesting. I don't know how interesting it is someone typing at their computer, but that we'll see. So yeah, today my son actually asked me to do this one next because I've talked about it with him before, and he was like, I really want to read that, but I want to know what you were saying first. So today I'm going to do Butter by Erin Lange. It's another yellow book. I still like I can't remember if I said who taught me Yellows are Sellers, but it was when I went to an agent / writer thing at Yelk. I'm gonna get her last name wrong. It was Julie Mayhew and her agent. I can't see their books. Her agent's called Louise something. Anyway, so they were talking about how Yellows are Sellers, and they were going to do The Big Lie as a yellow book, but in the end they went with pink, because I think they said it looked like pea when they did it on the picture. I don't know. Anyway, so Butter is another book I think I should give a warning about. like so many of the young adult contemporary books that I read and love, they all have this like this angle where they talk about really big issues. And while that's a fascinating read and it's really interesting to get perspectives like that, it does mean that content warnings. So this one has suicidal ideation, eating disorders, body dysmorphia, stuff like that. So another intense story. So Butter is a story of a boy who has always been teased about his weight from a very young age. I think he was in middle school, and some older boys that he thought he got on well with. I think there's a family connection. They force fed him a stick of butter behind a takeout restaurant where he was eating, and they filmed it as well. And from that moment on, everyone called him Butter. That was his nickname. That was the moniker that they used. Even adults found themselves slipping into Butter. So, like, a lot of his life is just dealing with that kind of bullying. You know, he has his own passions. He's really good at the saxophone. He used to go for walks with his dad. I think they live in Arizona, somewhere where there's a lot of desert and creosote and coyotes and stuff like that. And he goes to, like, you know, in Death Valley where they've got all those big stacky, almost mountain things. He goes to one of those and he'll play his saxophone there, because that's like the walking routes he used to do with his dad. And then one day, I think he's at a party, and somehow the conversation turns around to his eating habits, and, you know, how he doesn't like to eat in front of other people at school, and how everyone calls him Butter and everything. And one thing leads to another, and he kind of agrees to kill himself by overeating and recording it, putting it online. He thinks these guys that he's talked to about this are his new friends, and they keep like asking him when he's going to do it, how he's going to do it, blah blah blah. They set up the online stuff. I think they get people to pay for it, and he starts doing his research. You know, he's diabetic, so what can he do with his insulin? He's allergic to strawberries, can that be a factor in it? And he took, like, throughout the book, see if I can find it, at the end of each chapter, I think it is, he starts to list all the foods on his death diet, and always at the bottom, one stick of butter, because that's how he got his moniker. That's what he's known for. He can not do it. And as it gets closer and closer to him, his death date, you know, he starts to talk to this girl that he knows, and you know, they actually develop a friendship over it. So yeah, it's a really strong message about, you know, cyberbullying and how bullying in real life can transfer over to that. And, you know, sometimes you can think that someone's a friend of yours, but they're actually quite negative in your life. And I've had people like that in my life, so I totally related to that situation. And how, you know, you could have a really good friend, and maybe one friend is all you need. And you know, you do get to the date in this that he planned on doing it all. I don't want to give too many spoilers about it, but yeah, it gets pretty intense. You know, there are people who do get wise to it, who try and interfere and try and save him. I'm not gonna go into whether he did it, whether he managed it, whether someone stopped it. You're gonna have to read to find that out. You know, if it's not a triggering issue for you, at least. It's interesting seeing, you know, the real him come out throughout the story, instead of just this person that's been, you know, created by all his school friends. And also, I thought what was really interesting was that you just get used to him being called Butter, or, you know, when a teacher refers to him, they refer to him by his last name. And it's only at the end that you actually hear what his real name is. And honestly, I didn't even notice as I was reading it that was happening until, like, that end scene where he introduced himself. I think it's the very last word of the novel is his name. Oh, nearly. But yeah, I think that's a really good message as well, into how even if you're not intending to get sucked into these situations, you can get sucked into these situations. Even innocent bystanders, if all they've been told is that, you know, this fat kid's name is Butter, what other information do they have? You know, even the teachers aren't calling him anything other than Butter or Mr. XYZ. I can't remember his last name. No, I can't say it. Sorry. Yes. Even like the teacher's not referring to his name, even his mum and dad just being like, oh, hi sweetie, how you doing, kid, blah blah blah. Like, it's so easy to get swept up in that. And yeah, I thought that was really well done. I think it's probably my favourite Erin Lange book. Yeah, I think that's all. Like, I don't want to get too much into it because I don't want anyone to think I'm being insensitive to the situation, because I'm not. And like my interpretation is very much like understanding how even like the most innocent bystanders can play a part. And, you know, you don't really know what's going on in someone's life, and you don't, like, when he talks about his diet regularly, he doesn't actually eat that much. It's like a lot of other issues that have come towards him that maybe he needed more help with. And I think that's another narration of our society as well. And, you know, like I said, like all the cyberbullying and on like in-person bullying, and how sometimes those bullies can seem like friends. So yeah, I would totally recommend this one. Again, go into it, be prepared for, you know, these sorts of situations to crop up, and maybe, you know, don't read if it is a triggering situation for you. So I just read that sticker at the front. I'm not really a John Green fan, so I actually think Erin Lange is miles better, but, you know, that's a personal opinion. R.J. Palacio, he wrote Wonder. That was a good book. But again, I think that's a target audience that's a bit younger than Butter. So anyway, pop that back on my favourite shelf. I think that's it for this video. Sorry it's so short, sorry it's so last minute, sorry my eyebrows are just, I don't know what they're doing. I try to follow the hair all the time, but it's what happens when you don't have eyebrows. Yeah, and I will see you Tuesday. I will have a better video by then, I'm pretty sure, and if not, I will probably see you in the meantime with all of my NaNoWriMo stuff. And I did actually start it a little bit already, so I'm going to have to make a note tomorrow morning of what word count it's actually at before I start, because, you know, NaNoWriMo is about word counts. And I will see you next time. Please like, comment, subscribe if that's what you want to do with this video, and I'll see you later. Bye.